You've been lied to. They told you being good was the highest virtue a man could embody. Be agreeable, be nice, be polite, smile, help everyone, never make anyone uncomfortable, be the good guy. But here's the truth no one told you. Good men get used. Good men get ignored. Good men get left behind. And in this video, I'm going to show you why the mask of goodness often hides fear, weakness, and self-betrayal, and how to take it off before it ruins your life. Because the truth is, most men aren't good because they're strong. They're good because they're afraid. Afraid to offend. Afraid to say no. Afraid to disappoint. Afraid to draw a boundary. Afraid that without their niceness, they'll have no value. You've seen it. The man who bends over backwards for everyone, yet gets no respect. The man who never says what he really thinks because he doesn't want to rock the boat. The man who keeps giving even when he's drained, resentful and bitter. The man who apologizes for taking up space, speaking too loudly, wanting too much. He's good, but he's not free. He's not respected, and deep down he knows it. See, this is the dark side of goodness. It's not that goodness itself is bad, it's that when it's driven by fear, it becomes a cage. It's not rooted in strength, it's rooted in survival. Most men don't want to be seen as dangerous, powerful, or assertive because they were raised to believe that being good means being harmless. But let me tell you something. A man who cannot be dangerous is not virtuous. He's harmless. And harmless men are not respected, not by the world, not by women, not even by themselves. There's a reason why you feel hollow after you people please. There's a reason why being the nice guy never gets you what you really want. There's a reason why women say they want a good man, but chase the one who doesn't cater to their every mood. It's because real goodness requires power. The kind of goodness that commands respect is not soft, docile submission. It's conscious restraint. It's the kind of man who could dominate but chooses discipline, who could manipulate but chooses honesty, who could lash out but remains calm. See the difference? Real goodness is not born in fear. It's forged in fire. Let me paint a picture. Imagine a warrior with a sword. He's trained, deadly, disciplined, but he doesn't draw it unless absolutely necessary. Now imagine a man who's never held a sword, never trained, never fought, but claims he's peaceful. Which one do you trust more? Exactly. This is why the good guy so often loses. Because beneath the niceness is repressed anger, self-denial, and inauthenticity. He wants approval more than he wants truth. He wants acceptance more than he wants to be real. And people can feel that. They don't trust it because it's not coming from grounded power, it's coming from need. And that need, that hunger to be liked, to be seen as good, is what makes you invisible. It's what stops you from setting boundaries, from speaking your truth, from walking away when something doesn't feel right, from standing up for yourself when you're disrespected. Here's the irony. The more you try to be liked, the less people respect you. The more you seek validation, the less value you seem to have. That's the trap. And until you confront the fear underneath your goodness, you'll stay stuck in it. Resentful, frustrated, confused about why you're doing everything right, but nothing is working. So what's the way out? Simple. Kill the good boy and become a good man. Not a nice man, not a compliant man, not a doormat dressed in politeness. A man of principle. A man with boundaries, a man who is kind but not weak, empathetic but not apologetic, generous but not available to everyone. You must become a man who values truth over approval, respect over comfort, alignment over fitting in, because the world doesn't need more good boys. It needs more grounded, disciplined, self-respecting men. Here's the part no one talks about. You will lose people when you stop being good. You will upset people, you will disappoint people, and you will scare people who benefited from your silence. But what you'll gain is your self-respect, your voice, your peace, and your power. So if you've spent your life trying to be the good one, trying to be liked, chosen, accepted. This is your wake-up call. You were not born to be agreeable. You were born to be authentic. And when your goodness starts coming from that place, not fear, not survival, not people-pleasing, but truth, now you're dangerous. Now you're magnetic. Now you're a man who commands the room with quiet presence. Not because he's trying, but because he is. That's what really draws people in. Not how much you give, not how nice you are, but how deeply you respect yourself. That's the kind of goodness that inspires, that liberates, that transforms. Not the kind that shrinks for others' comfort, but the kind that stays rooted even when the room shakes. And if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. You don't need to be liked to live well. You need to be aligned. Because when you trade approval for authenticity, you stop attracting users. And you start attracting real respect. So stop trying to be good in the way the world trained you. Start being real in a way the world can't ignore. If this message hits you deep, it's because the part of you that's tired of pretending is finally waking up. Let it rise. Let it speak. And if you're ready to hear more truth that most people are too afraid to say out loud, subscribe to The Quiet Edge, where silence cuts deeper than noise, and where men come to remember who they really are. We'll see you in the next one.